I'm going to have a walk from Castleton to Edale. I've not done it for quite a few years. I'm parked up on the old Mam Tor road just here, and I'm going to follow this footpath up to the top of Mam Tor. So I've had a look at the weather conditions today. It's looking a bit bogged down, but there's no fog up there. When I came Christmas Day it was much milder, but there's fog on the top. So I've got to make my trek up here now, and at appropriate points I'll pick back up with you. One thing, I can't believe the variance in temperatures today. I think went up to about 6 coming through the Peak District, then went down to -3 about 9 o'clock in the morning. I'll just show you some of the scenery around here. Anybody tell me what that pile of earth is up there? As you can see today, my boots are muddy, it's boggy. Certainly hiking boot weather today. I'd be up here in trainers if it was summer. It's pretty easy to find your way up here, just walk in the right direction, and then you can start to see there's actually a stone staircase. So we've got a signpost for Mam Tor. I'm going to cross the road, I think, just here. Oh no, I'm not. I'm going to go around the side of the road. But it's cheating nowadays, isn't it? If you get lost, you've got a mobile phone. It's hard to get lost, isn't it? Looking down there in the valley, see Oak Cement Works. Looks a bit misty down there. Good thing to keep your bearings on all the time. Let's hope I know where I'm going when I get to the top of Mam Tor. You can see some of the scenery around the back end round here, it's beautiful. As you can see, it's a pretty easy route to the top of Mam Tor, and this has probably been done to stop erosion. So we've got a bit of a handrail here, but once there's this little bit of a climb over, you can start to really admire the views. You might just hear me panting, but it's not much of a climb really. I'll start to show you some of the views from up here. I like to live around here. Just trying to pull something out for you down there. I don't know if I got the right one. I can see a church from up here. There it is. So I'm not sure where that is. That's picture book scenery. It's not too windy today. I don't know what it sounds like on the microphone. We're just about at the top because I'm seeing the trig point. So as you can see, we're right on the top. The trig point. shaking mountain. Let's hope it doesn't shake today. Got that glorious view. I know some people will never be capable of getting up here due to physical reasons. So you're getting a bird's eye view. People, you need a bit of encouragement to come up here. So I'm just going to follow this ridge around and hopefully it'll bring me into Edale. A quick look on the map before I come. I've been this way in the past. It's a long time ago. I normally cut back into Castleton. I'm going to go a bit further round and come down into Edale. So I'm on to vlog Edale today. So when I find something interesting, I'll start the video recorder again. So I once went to Sedona in America. It's like a small Grand Canyon with red rock everywhere, and it's supposed to have got vortexes, and it's beautiful. And then after I'd been there, I came here and I thought, well, I went to the other side of the world to see that, and this is absolutely probably more beautiful than Sedona. It's certainly a big contrast to Sedona, I can tell you. So another fantastic view, always with cement works there. Take your bearings from that. I think I've identified Edale. I'll be looking for a path on the left hand side down to it. So all I'm doing is following the footpath along the ridge, looking for a route down. To Edale. But I can't believe the amount of stuff going off down in this valley. So much going off down here. Just trying to work out where Edale is now. There's a village over there as well. So you can see Shaking Mountain, you can see the old road, Mam Tor road, that's now become a landslide down there, and that'll take you back into Castleton. You can drop down this side to get back into Castleton if you want a shorter route. There's lots of different routes down here, but I'm definitely going down to Edale, so I want to show you a different route. There's still a bit of haze over the valley, isn't there? Top of Mam Tor there, or Mam Tor. So I'm moving in the right direction. There's another sort of trig point here. You can get down there back into Castleton. But I want to find Ollins Cross, which I think's up here. Somebody's just got the phone out and pointed Edale out, which is over there. So I'll just follow this up and look for the next trig point. So really it's just keep following this ridge along. I mean, I've got fun because I used to come out here with the church when I was a young kid, and then I came out with scouts and ventures, and then I also did things like I did the lightweight walk about 5 times with the Territorial Army. I've done the Cleveland Way as well, so I come out on my own. If you're not experienced, you just find somebody a bit more experienced to take you out, and make sure you have a hot flask of soup on a day like this. It does feel quite warm at the moment though. As you can see, there's a little bit of snow up here, but not much left, is there? So we've got another peak coming. I think Ollins Cross is just round here, because I think the track to the right is the route back into Castleton, and I'll find out in a moment as I get around the corner. But it's pretty flat, even though it goes up and down a little bit on the top. So I thought I'd have to climb that, and I'm not great with heights, to tell you the truth. I can head down towards Edale now, so I thought that were Ollins Cross. I'll find out in a moment. Out of interest, I'm going to walk to the top of there. I just spoke to a guy, says you can see Lucille from over there. But there you can see Edale down in the valley, and you can see the sort of high peaks across there. Kinder Scouts up there now. When it comes to summer, I'll see if I can get somebody to meet me at the Snake Pass Inn, and I'll walk from there across to the Snake Pass Inn. Any volunteers to drop me off at Edale and pick me up at the Snake Pass Inn? Let's just get to the top of this little bit here, this ridge, get the next trig point for you. For another view of the valley there, you can see the railway line running through it, and I would never have wanted to see this railway line go, but we should never have lost the Woodhead line. You can just see the train coming through at the moment, I think. Sometimes it's a bit difficult to see it on my screen. I'll probably pick it up in a moment. I'm looking for it somewhere. Yeah, I can see it now. See the train just coming through. So that's our only route to Manchester, and that's why it takes so long. We had the electrified Woodhead. I think that was well under an hour to get from Sheffield to Manchester, and they shut that line down and kept this one open. Like I said, I wouldn't like to see this go, but we should never have lost the Woodhead either. It's a little less touristy along here, as you can see. It's not nice neat steps. So I've just come up here looking for a trig point. I don't know if that's a trig point, but there's definitely not a trig point here. But you can start to see Edale down there, and I'm going to go down there. I'm going to go back to what I know as Ollins Cross, but that's the high peak over there, take you up to Kinder Scout. Like I said, if somebody will drop me off there and pick me up at Snake Pass Inn, in summer I'll go. Do anything for a laugh. I've never done it on my own before, gone all the way across, but I'm always up for one. So let's just walk back down here. But I just thought I'd show you the valley. I think that might be Winhill over there, sorry, Lucille over there, and then I'm told if you drop down and come back up it's Winhill, but I'm not going that far around. I'm going to go down to Edale, but I just want to show you beautiful Hope Valley, and it's still got that mist over it. You can see like a white haze, but it's quite warm at the moment, but I've got a thick coat on, but you can feel the sun. So let's get back down here. I was just talking to that guy, and he were having his sandwiches right at the side, and he's saying you can get a really good photo from there, and I'm saying, well, I'm a bit woozing here things, and then it comes out he works on cooling towers, so he's used to being climbing up places like that. But I'm just walking down this bit, and I'll pick up with you when I get to what I think is Ollins Cross. So I've come back to what I know is either Ollins or Ollins Cross or Hollis Cross, but I think it's Ollins Cross. Why it's not labelled up. I'm going to go down here. And head towards Edale. I don't think you get a dedicated route down here. I think you've just got to head in the right direction. If you find that cross that I've just shown you, you can then find a route to come down. So I'll pick up with you when I find something more interesting. If I'm right there, it could be the Nag's Head pub, I don't know. Find out when I get down there. So I'm just heading down from there. It's saying another public footpath down here. Well, let's get to the bottom. It's still lovely and picturesque round here, as you can see. Wherever you look is beautiful. So that sign's saying that weren't actually at Ollins Cross, which is strange, because I've not come across it. But at least I know I'm in the right direction to get down to Edale now. So let's see where this takes me down here. So on my reverse journey, when I go back up, I'll go back up to Ollins Cross and let's see why I thought the other one was Ollins Cross. As they say, all roads lead to Rome, don't they? They look well fed, don't they, folks? So you can see that ridge I was on top of earlier. Nice little farmhouse here. You can see it's a bit icy on the ground at the moment here. It was a bit icy when I left home, but I don't think it was as cold back home. I know there's a little bit of walking along the road to get to Edale. I'll see which direction I take when I get to the road. So I found myself a nice little house conversion here. I was watching a video last night because I want to go up to the top of Piz Gloria, where they filmed the Bond film in Switzerland, and there's about 4 cable cars up the top. I wouldn't mind actually walking it up there, because I'm sure that the walks follow the cable cars, and in summer it'll be even better walking it. It's a bit of acclimatisation here. It's like a mini version of the Alps here. It should eventually hit the main road at the bottom. So it must be lovely living here, but you need a vehicle, don't you? Be great on Amazon, won't it? Saying I'll order this, I'll order that, and poor driver has to come out and deliver it to you in the snow. So I'm now at the main road, and don't make the mistake I did, because I've edited it out of the video. When somebody showed me at the top where Edale was on the phone, it wasn't where they said. So I'm a bit suspicious. I did show you at one point a church in a village, and that was actually Edale. So I'm backtracking now to Edale because I'm on the Edale road. But I did find the Edale Youth Hostel Association, which is behind me the other direction. Really strange. I thought I'd hit Edale because it said YHA, and I'll put that bit in the video. That's so deceiving that on the top lad got his mobile out and said, oh, that's Edale, and it weren't. I was suspicious because it only really seemed to be farm buildings. I know there's a pub at Edale, so let's just keep on in this direction. So you can see the railway line. I'm heading where that train's come from. So we're now at a place called Mill Cottages, and I'm going to let Jack Black give the history on it. I'm sure Jack can tell us all about this. I can't see sign. I've got the sun in my eyes at the moment. So let's hope Edale's just round the corner. So we've got another disused farm building. What a perfect place for an house. It's pretty quiet round here. I only get occasional car. I'm just told it's another mile for me. Way back to Ollins Cross, but it's not the way I was coming. I was definitely coming further around. I'm just going to carry on along here to Edale. Did say I could cut across that field to the church, but I'm erring on caution. I've had somebody's phone pointing me in the wrong direction. I'm not going in the wrong direction again. So we're now arriving in Edale. My advice is don't trust somebody's phone. Should have brought one of my 2 maps I got at home, but I've never walked that way from Castleton that I can remember. Probably walked it under escort with somebody else in the past, but normally I come over directly over Ollins Cross. Now you can see the parking. So it was a left-hand village from above with a church all the time. And there's some car parking here. Let's see what price of car parking is nowadays. I stopped coming over here because number one is the traffic to get over here is so bad now, and also the parking charges went through the roof. It's just extortion. So here we are at the parking. That's why I'd rather park across in Castleton and walk across the top. See the parking here. Bit of a notice board. Just see how much it is for you. So I have got a toilet block in the car park. I'll just have a look what the prices are. So it's like if you're going to have a decent walk here, it's £6.80 to park here, £7.90 to park overnight. So that's the end of the walk. I got a bit lost, but I'm here. I'm going to do a separate video on Edale itself. So if you can like the video, follow the channel and click on notifications for new videos in the future. I'd appreciate that.